So in Sanskrit, the word for faith is shraddha, and it becomes very confused when it gets translated into Western languages, because of course faith has a very strong implication from the Christian tradition. In the Christian tradition, faith is automatically in a deity. So it's actually at least twofold. One, that the deity exists, and so that the faith that the deity exists, and the same meaning as in if I said I have faith in my spouse or I have faith in my country, I put my trust in the deity. So it's both a belief and this kind of trust and surrender. So the shraddha is actually a willingness to realize that we are impermanent and changeable, and that this practice can have an impact on us. And that in Zen, we're already complete, already shining and free. So we have this experience of division, of pain, and it's that experience of division and pain that often leads us here, leads us to the Zen Center, leads people to visit this place. And there's this question in their mind, what else is possible in this life? The way I'm leading my life right now, it's not leading where I want it to go, or there's something not quite satisfactory about it. What else is possible? And so this faith is, that there is something else that's possible, and it's not outside of my experience right at this moment. So it's not going to be somewhere in the future, and it's not going to be somewhere else, right? It's right here in this moment. Just this moment of looking at this floor, just this moment of sitting with your knees maybe getting a little bit sore from sitting so long, just this moment of hearing my voice. In the Heart Sutra, it refers to the 12 links of dependent origination, which starts with ignorance, no ignorance, and also no extinction of it, and so forth. That means the rest of the, like the 10. And then they go to the very last one, no old age and death, and no extinction of them. And between those two are various karma and the senses and contact and birth, and then old age and death. And this is like a story of how it is that ignorance leads us to this experience of separation, and birth and death are like this experience of separation, that I'm going to be born, that I was born, and I'm going to die, that I'm impermanent, that there's this suffering. And not many people know, it's not a very popular teaching, but there's actually a positive 12, and it begins with suffering. It actually begins with suffering. The first step of the positive 12 that actually leads to liberation, that leads to enlightenment, begins with suffering. Because actually experiencing our suffering is the beginning of the path of seeing where we are, experiencing this life right now. And the second step is shraddha. The second step is faith. And then from there, most of the steps are actually different levels of happiness and joy and deep meditation and satisfaction. But those first two steps are dukkha, suffering, and then shraddha, this faith.